and we can pick it up and we can move it across. And you can see now that background has been cut out. And if we select that top clip, then we can pinch to zoom or scale it down, and we can move it to where we'd like it. Pretty awesome. So the next one is auto captions. This is an amazing feature to have built into CapCut, and it's come a really long way since it was first released. So we want to come down to text down the bottom here, and we can choose auto captions. And we can choose to automatically generate the text captions from either a voiceover that we've got on our clip, or we can choose the video itself. Then we get to choose our template of what we'd like the text to look like. Again, there's a good mix of free and pro templates in here for us to use. And what's really cool here is before we get to add the captions, we've now got 2 extra new features. The first one is bilingual captions, meaning that we can get captions added here into our video in different languages. So if we press on that, you can see here, there's a bunch in here to choose from. But you also have the ability in here to identify filler words. So it's transcribing your video and it knows when you're saying things like so, or when there's big pauses or gaps in your videos. And we can choose to have those removed as well. So I'm going to disable this for now. I'm just going to hit generate. So we can just add the captions to the video so you can see how awesome that is. And we can see straight away that we have those in here. So if I press play on this, here's my top 2 tools right now to help you create portrait videos. So whether it's YouTube Short, and again, all of this is fully customizable, and we can edit these titles either manually one by one, or we can choose down the bottom here, batch edit. And this is where we can go through and we can make adjustments to our captions from here. Now I'm going to hit undo on that one. We're going to go back in to add it again. So I'm going to come down here to auto captions. This time I am going to turn on identify filler words. And I'm going to hit generate. So not only now has it generated the captions for us in the theme or the template that we picked, but it's also gone through and it's suggesting edits for us to make. So we see down here, there is a pause for 2.58 seconds. And we can just press the button here, delete one clip, because that one is selected. And then we get the option here. Do we want to just delete the text, or do we actually want to remove that piece of the video? So we can go here, yes, delete both. But what's cool about this as well is we can essentially edit the video from editing the text. Actually, in this video, there is a piece that I would like to remove. If we're scrolling down, you can see that I've actually repeated the last section. For a full breakdown, check out the video linked here. And then I've said it again a couple of times below that. So we can just select the pieces that we want to remove. That's going to cut those from our video. So let's leave this one. For a full breakdown, let's remove these 2 pieces here. So it says for a full breakdown, check out the video linked on screen. We can then delete the 2 clips. Yes, delete both the captions and the clips. And that piece has now been removed from the video. It's been edited out. Now you can definitely do this on the desktop as well, and you actually get more control on the desktop, but this is a pro feature. So the next feature I want to show you is called Enhance Voice, and this works really, really well. So I've got this clip in my timeline here now, and if I play it, you hear it's got a lot of background noise. It's at the beach. This is a test. There is lots of background noise here, and a rainbow. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this Enhance Voice feature to this, and you'll see the difference it makes. So I want to select on the clip and come down the bottom here to Enhance Voice. And then we want to enable this. This is a test. There is lots of background noise here, and it's then going to go through and process the voice here. I'm going to apply this, and now let's play it and hear the difference. This is a test. There is lots of background noise here, and a rainbow. Pretty amazing. All that background noise, the wind, everything is gone. So that's Enhance Voice, which is amazing for removing a lot of background noise and making you sound better. But there's also another feature called Voice Isolation. I'll show you that one. I'll just turn off the Enhance Voice here. So we're back at just the original clip. But this time, instead of hitting Enhance Voice, I'm going to hit Isolate Voice. Now in here, we get to choose, do we want to keep the voice piece, or do we want to have everything but the voice? And where this works really well isn't necessarily with a clip like this. It works really well with music. So I'll show you that too. But let's just, for instance, choose keep voice. So I'm going to go through and it's going to isolate my voice from the background noise. This is a test. There is lots of background noise here, and a rainbow. We'll see how good this. So again, it's done a pretty good job of removing that background noise there. But I'll show you what that does with a music track. All right, so I've gone ahead now and I've imported some music tracks in here. We've got the music from Epidemic Sound, which is one of my favorite places to get music for your videos. It also helps us with copyright for this kind of videos. So I'm going to go ahead and play this now, and then we'll try to remove the vocals from the music.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high.
Okay, so maybe we'll cut it there at that point. So we're only going to be processing this first piece. Let's come down here to isolate voice and let's choose keep voice. So in theory, this should have just removed the music and kept the vocals.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high.
That's pretty amazing. Let's try the other way around. So instead of keep voice, now let's go remove voice. Now let's hit play on this. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's pretty amazing. So that's voice isolation. The next awesome feature is smooth slow motion. So we're not just slowing things down here, we're actually creating amazing looking slow motion clips. So this does a whole lot of processing and essentially adds in a bunch of extra frames to make your slow motions smooth. So let's just use this same clip again here. There's a little bit of panning around in the background and I reach up and point at the rainbow. Not the most exciting clip, but I'll show you what it does. So we've got the clip selected, come down the bottom here to speed. We're then going to choose just normal here at this point, but obviously you can get more advanced with this too. And you'll see to slow down, we can just lower the speed, anything less than 1. So let's go all the way down to say 0.2 for this. Let's just play it as is so you can see how jumpy or how jittery it is. Okay, so it's very jittery, it's very jumpy. Now, instead, this time, let's go back to adjust our speed. Let's keep it at the same speed, 0.2. But instead of just hitting the tick to apply this, we've got this drop-down box here, smooth slow motion. And you've got 2 options in here, faster processing or better quality. For best results, you want to pick better quality. Let's select that one. Let's hit the tick to apply this because it's going through and processing that for us. Okay, smooth motion has now been applied. Let's play this now and look at the difference. That's so much better. Even the waves in the background. It's really chalk and cheese between these two. Okay, that point, that wasn't great. Okay, but the rest of it, so much better. And I'll just hit undo here so you can see the difference. This was the before. The next feature is automatic color grading. I think this is absolutely awesome because normally this is something that I would suggest that you stay away from because they're all very mediocre at best. But this one actually does a really good job. So we want to make sure that our clip is selected. We want to come across here to where we can access the color controls. So we can choose adjust. And then the first one we've got here is auto adjust. So we've still got the ability to go through all of our stuff here manually. But if we just press auto adjust, then it's going to automatically make those adjustments for us. So you can see here before and after. Now with this slider down the bottom here, we can adjust the intensity of that. So if you don't quite like it to the degree that it's suggesting, then you can dial it back a bit. And you've also got the ability to jump across and to further dial things in using the regular tools as well. But this is an amazing starting point. And what I found is it actually does a really good job. And feature number 7 is video quality. This is another awesome one. If you've got low quality video, then CapCut can up-res it and make it look much better. So I've got this really old live stream here. This was actually the first live stream on our channel nearly 9 years ago. Let's just have a quick listen.
Good morning. I think we're live. I'm just doing a quick check. This is the first time, or welcome to the first live stream on Primal Video.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's try and make it a little bit better. So if we select on it here, we can then scroll across down the bottom here to video quality. And in here, we have the ability to remove flickering. So if you've got flickering from any lights in your scene or strobing, we can take that out. We've also got reduce image noise. So if you've got really dark, grainy footage filmed in low light usually, then you can make that look better in here as well with the reduce image noise feature. But the one I want to show you here is the image quality one. So if we press here, image quality, it does say for this one that CapCut is going to upload your file or your media to their servers for processing. I'm going to choose OK for this. And then while that's happening, down the bottom, you can see we've got 2 different options. We can upgrade this to HD quality, or we can upgrade this to UHD, so 4K quality as well. Now, this might be hard for you guys to see, so I'm going to do the best that I can, but I'm going to ramp this up to UHD. I'm going to go ahead and let that process. Okay, so that one actually took a little bit of time to process, and I've only got here, if we look, this clip is only 1 minute 15, 1 minute 16 long. So it probably took about 5 minutes. But maybe I can flip this here on the side and we can take a look at this now. This is the up-resed version.
I think we're live. I'm just doing a quick check. This is the first time, or welcome to the first live
I mean, first thoughts, it's definitely sharper. It looks like I've got some sort of beauty filter mode on, but even the detail on everything in the background is so much clearer.
Live stream on Primal Video. Just
let me switch back to the other one and let's hit play on this.
Trying to get everything sorted here last minute, but I think that we are live.
So I'm not sure how well this is coming through with the phone screen recording and YouTube's compression and everything. It is so much clearer, so much crisper. It does look a lot better than the original, but I probably want to dial it down a little bit because it almost looks a little bit fake now. So there is a little instant preview button here. If I press it, you can see the difference here. This is on now, this is enhanced. And if I press this here, it just goes blurry. Again, I'm not sure how well you guys are going to see this, but it has made a huge difference. So this would be great for those of you that have got low quality footage lying around, or even stock footage that you're buying. If it's not at the quality that you need, it's awesome to have this function built into CapCut. Now, for those of you looking to get up to speed editing in CapCut, we've created a comprehensive training that'll take you from beginner to YouTuber in around 4 hours. We've got more details down in the description box below, but this is the ultimate training to get you up to speed in CapCut fast. There's also a bunch of other resources down there to help you as well, and I will see you in the next video.
ما هي وإن تخفوها وتؤتوها الفقراء فهو خير لكم ويكفر عنكم من سيئاتكم والله بما تعملون خبير. ليس عليك هداهم ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء وما تنفقوا من خير فلأنفسكم وما تنفقون إلا ابتغاء وجه الله وما تنفقوا من خير يوفى إليكم وأنتم لا تظلمون. للفقراء الذين أحصروا في سبيل الله لا يستطيعون ضربا في الأرض يحسبهم الجاهل أغنياء من التعفف تعرفهم بسيماهم لا يسألون الناس إلحافا وما تنفقوا من خير فإن الله به عليم. الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. يمحق الله الربا ويربي الصدقات والله لا يحب كل كفار أثيم. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وأقاموا الصلاة